je voudrais moi aussi poser des questions, hein, et en poser à vous, et en poser à moi-même.
Hey, this is Tabby Personality Hour, and today we're going to talk a little bit about Deleuze. Five in the middle of 9 types. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is the investigator, this intense cerebral type. Their basic desire is to be capable, competent, full of use. Their basic fears of being useless, of no use. So you have Einstein, on Majority Report, Matt Leck. Deleuze here is asking some questions of himself. So the 5 kind of struggles with this isolated schizoid view of the universe and this feeling of separateness, because they're always trying to withdraw to get more time to feel like they can be of use, that they'll have this hoarding of some special area of knowledge and expertise that will keep them from being defenseless in reality and make them be competent. So they keep trying to see more and more. And on a more mystic level, A.A. Almaas, Facets of Unity, the 5 at its best is an organ, or an organ through which the universe experiences itself, this investigating, observing, omniscient, transparent, non-separated consciousness.
Ce serait du genre, qu'est-ce que vous faites au juste, vous qui faites du cinéma?
5's focus in this observing transparency omniscience is to experience the unity in the universe through the multiplicity and differentiations and flows, and naming the terrain as part of experience. And they're always observing. He says, I want to ask questions of myself and you. I'm observing. And he says, this trying to categorize, what type is this? And then trying to ask, what's the use? What are you doing? What is it to do cinema? So this whole thing will be about what is the use, what is the competence? What is the competence of making cinema, philosophizing about cinema? What's the experience of that? And the different elements, the different organs of the body of God's mind, right? The living consciousness.
Et moi, qu'est-ce que je fais au juste quand je fais ou quand j'espère faire de la philosophie?
Why am I thinking? Why am I doing philosophy? Why am I differentiating? Why am I observing? I'm observing my observing. The experience of experiencing, this constant observing. Why am I doing this?
Et est-ce qu'on a quelque chose à se dire en fonction de cela? Alors bien sûr, ça va mal chez vous, mais ça va très mal aussi chez moi. Et c'est pas seulement ça qu'on aurait à se dire. Ou bien, je pourrais poser la question autrement. Qu'est-ce que c'est avoir une idée au cinéma?
5 is sort of the innovative thinker par excellence of the Enneagram, trying to separate themselves in order to get this objective, transparent view of reality. So Deleuze wants the objective view of being objective about the idea.
Si l'on fait du cinéma ou si l'on veut faire du cinéma, qu'est-ce que c'est avoir une idée? Lorsqu'on dit, tiens, j'ai une idée. Parce que d'une part, tout le monde sait bien qu'avoir une idée, c'est un événement rare. Ça arrive rarement. Avoir une idée, c'est une espèce de fête.
So this investigator, thinker, part of their wanting to feel competent and useless, so all the thinking types deal with fear, and they want to almost have their own intellectual territory and terrain, so they sort of often get into weirder and weirder esoteric ideas as they get less helpful and less useful ones, and more sort of schizoidally, delusionally separated ones. But at their best, they're saying, what is this useful? Like, what's the use of this idea? And they celebrate the new territory of a new idea. They're aware of like looking for a new innovation in the idea in order to have a new power and use, a new perception, to see what the organ of the universe can experience newly, to be competent. And ultimately, the idea is not to feel separate from all that is, to feel like you're an actual extension of the universe needs you. A lot of fives deal with this nihilism of feeling they're like a waste on the universe, like Aaron Swartz, like this feeling of like I'm an imposition by existing, but it's feeling you're inseparable from the universe, so ipso facto you need to, the universe, so to speak, needs you, all that is, to yours, from your exact viewpoint, your exact observation. If you get out of all the object and subject ego obsessions, you can be these clean, transparent eyes, where it's like your eyes are this window and the universe is behind you.
C'est pas courant. Et d'autre part, avoir une idée, c'est pas quelque chose de général. On n'a pas une idée en général.
An idea is not in general. So the five, their delusion can be the separateness of all things through this observing and wanting to always map out the contours to find the delineations and categories, but their genius is to see that those delineations are just expressions of unity, right? The multiple manifestations of an unmanifested pre-unity. I mean, to say it in a really like mystic way, but that specificity is about what is the use as an organ of experience of the universe to see it clearly. What is this idea and what's different about that in the way that's a celebration, that, you know, all my body is made of the same material, but what is the idea in profile, in body, this very holy omniscience, transparency at their highest. They get body, mind separated, but the mind starts to realize consciousness is permeable before their bodies, where they feel a very clear object separation. But what is the particular genius of a finger as opposed to a toe? So sort of drawing with clear omniscience, the beauty of each separate piece to draw on the...
Une idée, elle est déjà vouée. Tout comme celui qui a l'idée est déjà voué à tel ou tel domaine.
So Deleuze is going to go into this here. Each idea is consecrated, this really thinking investigator type, and in a certain domain. So the territoriality of ideas and their separateness of certain domains of use.
Je veux dire que une idée, c'est tantôt une idée en peinture, tantôt une idée en roman, tantôt une idée en philosophie, tantôt une idée en science. Et c'est évidemment pas le même qui peut avoir tout ça. Si vous voulez, les idées, il faut les traiter comme des espèces de potentiels. Les idées, ce sont des potentiels, mais des potentiels déjà engagés dans tel ou tel mode d'expression.
Deleuze is one of the philosophers who I think best sort of captures this five sense of movement, that there's currents of flow. So A.A. Almas, who is a five, who writes about the Enneagram, talks about how there's currents of soul flow, right? There's flow. It's not about, I don't know, I forget, but it's not about pinning things down and already engaged modes of expression, sort of naming flows. Peter Daniel Coffin's podcast.
Et inséparable du mode d'expression, si bien que je ne peux pas dire j'ai une idée en général. En fonction des techniques que je connais, je peux avoir une idée dans tel domaine, une idée en cinéma.
Depending on the techniques that I know and the individuality of the idea. You see how this almost can become this territorial domain? Mackenzie Warkifive talks about how in academia people have their ideas and there's a territory over it, and he's always trying to play against that, but he's trying to say it's for a technique, and also always this connection between mind and body they're trying to find, to make the idea this consecrated, engaged potential in a certain technique.
Ou bien un autre, une idée en philosophie. Qu'est-ce qu'avoir une idée en quelque chose? Donc, je repars du fait, je fais de la philosophie, vous faites du cinéma.
I make philosophy, you make cinema. So at once this insistence on separation can create this schizoid isolation, but also be a celebratory differentiation of the different roles, the idea towards man.
Alors ce serait trop facile de dire, bah oui, la philosophie, tout le monde sait qu'elle est prête à réfléchir sur n'importe quoi. Donc pourquoi elle ne réfléchirait pas sur le cinéma? Or, c'est une idée indigne. La philosophie n'est pas faite pour réfléchir sur n'importe quoi. Et n'est pas faite pour réfléchir sur autre chose. Je veux dire, en traitant la philosophie comme une puissance de réfléchir sûre, on a l'air de lui donner beaucoup et en fait on lui retire tout. Car personne n'a besoin de la philosophie pour réfléchir. Je veux dire, les seuls gens capables effectivement de réfléchir sur le cinéma, ce sont les cinéastes.
We're going to get back to what Deleuze says is the point of thinking, but it's interesting, this idea that he's reclaiming that only a cineasta, someone who makes cinema, or a writer or a lover of cinema, only they can truly think and reflect on cinema, because the use of the thinking. So this idea that like the five is this clear window, organ of experience of reality, this eyes of God, of the living divine mind. He's saying we don't want to reflect on everything because he's going to say that you reflect, well, he's saying that has no use, but it's also taking away the joy of philosophy, which is to create new ideas. It's not to find a true truth, it's to be contingent to where you are in the viewpoint and to be completely objective. It's not, so it's almost like he wants it to be completely objective too. He doesn't want philosophy to be for something, and he also doesn't want, I mean there's a lot going on here, this is Deleuze, but he also doesn't want it to make more blurry something like cinema. He thinks the philosophy of cinema is cinemizing, right? The philosophy of painting is painting, the thinking of the action too. There's a lot going on here, but it's about use, it's about reflection. Let's continue.
Ou les critiques de cinéma, ou ceux qui aiment le cinéma. Ils n'ont absolument pas besoin de la philosophie pour réfléchir sur le cinéma. L'idée que les mathématiciens auraient besoin de la philosophie pour réfléchir sur les mathématiques est une idée comique. Si la philosophie devait réfléchir sur quelque chose, mais elle n'aurait aucune raison d'exister. Si la philosophie existe, c'est qu'elle a son propre contenu. Si nous demandons qu'est-ce que le contenu de la philosophie, il est tout simple. C'est que la philosophie est une discipline aussi créatrice, aussi inventive que toute autre discipline.
You see the way in which this differentiation and saying, no, these are separate things. A hand is not the same as a foot is actually out of a love for the unity of the body, that the thing can best philosophize handing is a hand, and the thing that can best philosophize the being of a foot is a foot. I don't know. But the point is that he's saying, because all the disciplines are just as much thinking, he wants things to be equal and with no center. He doesn't think philosophy has some special right to reflect on one domain or another, and in fact thinks that's useless, because for him philosophy needs to be so objective and transparent that it's even an experience of itself, right? This old Aristotelian idea of God being the center, thinking on itself, but also the differentiation. I could get into this whole other thing about 8, holy truth, this gut truth type being the unity of truth, and 5, seeing the manifestations of that, but still to get to the base unity and seeing the separations. Because if you experience pure unity all the time, that which is truth, whatever, that everything's connected, then there is no experience. So experience, life, movement, change is about seeing differences. But there has to be an underlying unity. So he's rescuing the innovation and domain of each idea in a consecrated, engaged, potential celebration.
La philosophie est une discipline qui consiste à créer ou à inventer des concepts.